Hoo-wee! It's windy today. But it's warm out. The cattle aren't grumbling too much. Well, except for Tulip. Hi, I'm Pete, and welcome to Just a Few Acres Farm. For the beginning of this video, I'd planned on going down and explaining the state of the grazing, because here it is, November 1st, and we've still got cattle on pasture. Unfortunately, they're up right now. So the second thing I wanted to do in this video as a main topic is continue work on the John Deere plow. We'll do that first. Job one on this plow is wheel hubs and wheels. And here in the shop I have wheel bearings, seals, and races. I decided to replace them. You may remember when I pulled the hubs apart and pulled the bearings and seals out, I was scratching my head a little bit at this funny seal, and then I had an inner and an outer bearing that appeared to have the same number, but it was stamped on the opposite side of the bearing. I said, what's up with that? Well, it turns out that they are the same bearing, except one has a seal that's integral to it, comes as part of the bearing. It's the same bearing number, except the one with the seal comes with an L suffix on it. So that's the mystery. These bearings are plentiful and cheap, so I decided I'll just go ahead and replace them. Here are the hubs. I went ahead and cleaned them up and painted them. And I already put races in one of the hubs just to make sure they fit all right, and we'll go ahead and put in the rest of them. I don't have a race driver, so I just use a socket that's the right size. There's one side. Exact same number of race goes in the other side, because it's the same bearing. There's a hub with new races. I only scratched the paint. I guess technically these are called cups and cones, but I call them races. This bearing with the seal that's already attached to it just goes in the inside like that, and then as the bearing spins, the seal also spins in the hub. So that's the sealing surface right there. I cleaned one of the spindles off. You know, it isn't in the greatest shape. It's got a little wear there from where a race wore on it, and a little corrosion back there, but I think it'll be all right for a plow. This is where that inner bearing and seal ride, so we want to get the rust off of that. Just a light touch, that's all. How did we do? Well, that's going to go on a little bit tighter than I expected. Just take the high spots off here. Other side. Grease. These are going to have to be tapped on, I guess. I'm going to use a socket that's the right size to get this started, and you just want to press on the inner race, not the outer race, or you're going to mess up the bearing. Now I have to switch to a chisel with a blunt end. Yeah, I'm going to get blown away. She's on there. Greased both races on the hub liberally. Slide this on. And the outer cone goes on. Washer. Castle nut. This is just a feel thing. Tighten it down and then back it off till it feels smooth and not loose. Then you gotta go to the next cotter pin hole. Cotter pin. Pack some more grease in there. Can't hurt. It is like finger painting. And the cap also with some grease in it. Other side. I assembled the tail wheel in the shop. This piece goes on here, and this is kind of a mess. This is worn. It's supposed to sit in these set screws here, and there's no bushings in this tube, but I think it's supposed to be held at the top and the bottom, and there's a piece missing here that's supposed to limit travel. I'm going to put it together this way, the way it was for now, and then hopefully in the future I can find the parts and fix this right. It's definitely been run this way for quite a while from the wear on this washer that they stuck in here, and looking at everything else. Looking at the other side of the tail wheel, see these two plates here? The whole thing's designed to pivot up and down. This whole assembly pivots up and down like that to raise and lower the wheel. So it's connected here to this triangle and then to this shaft here, which goes all the way up to the axle for the front wheels. And so when you lower the plow, it raises this up so that the rear of the plow drops into the ground. And I think it'd do a lot of good if I just cut this piece off here and remade it, because the set screws on either side won't hold it anymore because it's so worn away. So I'll have to take care of that. The cattle have left the grove, so we'll go down and see them in the pasture. Yep, the grove is empty. They're down here in the second field from the bottom. They're all running toward me. Stay where you are, guys. I'm not calling you to any place. What? You got lots to eat down there. Don't come out on my account. I'm just coming down to see you. Look how fuzzy you are, 2306. You're getting your winter coat. Yep. You're getting fuzzy too, 2301. They're all getting their winter coats. Even the calves are looking shaggy. Hi, little one. And here are the two bulls. Hi, Titus. Hi, Orden. How you doing, bud? A little scratch. Well, come back in, guys. Come back in and eat. They're protesting, but this is where they're staying for a little while. Right out here on this 5 acres. Oh man, look at the woods. The wind has blown all the leaves off the trees and our fall color is disappearing. Orden's coming back out, and I think the rest are going to follow. They're messing around back there. The grass really slows down here around the 1st of October, and I keep saying it's 3 things. You know, it's temperature, it's frost, and it's rainfall. And, well, there's a 4th, day length. The grass just knows that it's time to slow down for the winter. And we try to accumulate some extra grass. What? Oh, I'm trying to give a little talk here, Orden. There you go. Come on out and eat. Quit your yelling and fill your mouths. As I was saying, I guess there's 4 things: temperature, first frost, day length, and amount of rain. We haven't had very much rain at all. We've had a few frosts now, and the grass has quit growing. So we're working off what we've accumulated. I basically have what's left in this field, which is going to last them probably another 3, 4, 5 days, and then I'll move them back over to the chicken pasture because we're bringing the chickens in a couple days, and they can graze that for a week or 2 because there's quite a bit of grass in there. What do you think of that, guys? Hi. One of the best smells is cow breath after they're eating grass. It just has that sweet kind of fermenty smell. I like it. Thank you. Anyway, to summarize, it looks like the cattle will be coming in about mid-November. Don't follow me again. What? What is she? All right, I'll see you later, guys. Hubs are all on. So the next job is to mount the tires on the rims. Rims are all cleaned up and painted. There's one. The other 2 are over here. I painted the lug nuts. And I have a brand new set of tires here. It used to be that whenever I needed tires for wagons and implements, I could go down to the tire shop and get used automotive tires. And that was a great deal because implements don't really need a whole lot of tread for traction on them, and automotive tires are built well, and they were cheap or free. But what's happened is there's not a lot of cars and trucks that run 15-inch tires anymore, and 15-inch diameter, and most all farm implements and wagons are 15-inch. So the choice is you can look around for trailer tires. You can get used trailer tires sometimes because a lot of trailers still run 15-inch tires, and I have, like on my wood splitter, I've got trailer tires. Or you can buy new ones like this. These are Carlisle Farm Specialist. I have bought quite a few of these over the years, and I've had good luck with them. So that's what I'm putting on. It ought to look really nice. Coat this with Murphy's tire soap, which is what I'm using. It makes it a lot easier to get the bead on. There. I'm going to need some new tires pretty soon. I guess I really riled those cows up. She looks nice with new tires. Now all I got to do is remember to rotate them every 5,000 miles. That's it for today. We'll continue work tomorrow. Well, there is just one other thing to do today. The best part of the day. These are New York strip steaks cut 1.5 inches thick out of a 5-year-old cow that we sent to the butcher in September. And I'm going to cook them the normal way over indirect heat to begin with. It's cooling off, but no weather is too cold to fire up the grill. That plow needs a lot of work. I am doing what I can to get it usable as far as tires, and I may have a set of coulters found for it, which will be nice for plowing and sod. Some things need to be straightened, it needs to be washed off, it needs to be greased. I may go the whole way with this plow as far as restoring it, but I don't want to do any more than is needed to pull it in the field and make sure it works all right before I go that far. Time to give them a sear. Oh, they smell good. It's getting dark earlier these days. It's going to get dark a whole lot earlier in a couple days here with daylight savings time. They're done. Of course, New York strip is just loin. Whoops. And we found with Dexter's, even 5-year-old cows are nice and tender. And the flavor has a richness that you just don't get with young cattle. It's very good. I'll see you tomorrow. All done. The lichens really liked this plow, but I blew them all off. I think Farmall Fanatic is right. A Deere in the rear is just fine. Got to set this on the ground to take tension off of that bar. She's pretty worn out. The problem is that this arm's bent. This casting's bent. I think it's steel, cast steel. And then this is bent. They all got to be straightened to be able to adjust the plow. Pretty good. Right in there. It's got a twist in it that needs to come out too. Those are bent too. Oh, these? Yeah, right down at the bottom. How's that? Come back a little more. That's good. I gotta get her a pipe wrench to put on that.
You want to heat this one here?
Let me see if I can pull the lever down.
Oh, you can see the bend in that now.
This really turned into a mess. I'll take it apart. I can't, you can't, you know, it's just getting, I'll take it apart and put it on a bench and flatten it out. Look how bended up it is there. And there.
Only fasten
That's a
that
rivet.
One point.
That big blob at the bottom. how the teeth look. They look good. Now there was a bend.
There's some more. Probably in there, I think. Okay, go the other way with that.
Yeah. Then you gotta lay it. There we go. This needs to be adjusted so the lever works right. Oh, that came loose. It's gotta come apart. I thought it was just going to be a storage building, but somebody said it's a shop. Hopefully that'll work. Tighten it up.
Right.
Yep. Got it. There you go. Oh, you got to get it between the.
Oh.
There. Oh, let me pull up on the. There you go. Gotta come up like that. A couple more. Good. What this lever does is it changes the tilt of the plow. So when you start plowing and you're just on flat land, you can adjust it so it's level and all three cut at the same depth. And then once you've cut the first pass and you have a furrow to drop the wheel in, then you adjust the plow. It looks tilted here on horizontal ground, but when that wheel is riding in the furrow, the plow is level. This plow is one of those things in life where the more you look, the more you see. It needs a lot of hardware replaced where it's just worn. Bushing washers on the shafts, the tail wheel needs to be doctored up somehow. But I got it rolling and I could probably take it and plow with it now if I wanted to. But I'm going to go through and fix some of this hardware and do some miscellaneous stuff. Meanwhile, hopefully the ground will soften up a little bit because it's still awful dry here. And we'll use it before the snow flies, or before too much snow flies. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.